Hallo zusammen, I'm your Vlog Dave. Today I want to talk about another interesting German word, and this time it's der Feierabend. I want to talk about what it means, where it's coming from, and how to use it. So let's begin. Alright, so this video is a requested video of sorts because my viewer Ikeade Oriade, I hope I pronounced that correctly, asked me, well, what is the origin of the word Feierabend? So, before I'm going into detail about the origin of that word, let's begin with the word itself linguistically. The word. Grammatically, der Feierabend is a masculine noun and the plural form is die Feierabende. And as it's the case with many other words in the German language, this one is a compound word. The first part of it is die Feier, the celebration, or it could also refer to the activity, to celebrate something, etwas feiern. Yeah. The second part of the word is der Abend, the evening. So taken literally, you could translate it to something like the celebration evening, which sounds really tempting, I'd say. The meaning. I'd say Feierabend is a really flexible German term when it comes to its use, because you can either refer with it to yourself, so to speak, or you could actually wish someone else einen schönen Feierabend. Alright, so imagine you are in a store that's about to close in a few minutes and you're talking to the employee and then you wish him einen schönen Feierabend noch. That's actually a pretty typical German phrase you can hear quite often when you are in a store that's about to close in a few minutes, very soon that is. So when you are actually wishing someone a schönen Feierabend or anything alike, you want that person to have a really good time after their working day is over, so to speak. Once they have finished working, well, they are supposed to enjoy themselves, to have a good time, yeah. And obviously because that's a cool thing, like to have a really relaxed evening, for instance, after work, well, you can also wish that to yourself. So you can say something like, endlich Feierabend. Endlich habe ich Feierabend. I can finally call it a day. Oh, yeah. Also note that no matter in which context you are actually using that word, der Feierabend, you wouldn't really use it with the respective flectated article most of the time. You wouldn't say something like, endlich der Feierabend. No, you would just say, endlich Feierabend. The origin. The etymology of the word der Feierabend dates back long ago, to medieval days even, because back then in Mittelhochdeutsch, which was basically another kind of German that was spoken back then, like from the 11th up to the 14th or even 15th century, there was a term der Feierabend, which actually refers to an evening before a holiday. People didn't have to work on the next day, they basically celebrated their spare time, yeah. They had a celebration evening, a Feierabend, so to speak. So I guess that's the origin of that phrase, of the word der Feierabend. And nowadays the term der Feierabend is a more general term, because it's not really referring to a celebration on an evening, but it just says, well, have a good time after work. Alright, Ikeade and all of you other guys watching this video, I hope you enjoyed this little German vocabulary lesson. And if you did, let me know by leaving a like. I also want to thank and give a shout out to my viewer Martha Lisa, who just became a patron on my Vlog Dave Patreon page. Patreon is actually a crowdfunding website on which you can support this channel on a regular basis. So if you are interested in doing that as well, thanks in the first place. And you can find a link to that page and other support options in the video description down below. So go check it out. I want to thank you for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm your Vlog Dave. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.